Welcome to this edition of the SKNIS Week in Review, where we recap significant activities of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis over the past week. Coming up, major crimes down once again in St. Kitts and Nevis. Attorney General excited about new court annex. Officials explore national gender equality policy. And Ian Patches Liburd heads to the United Nations. Those stories and more are next on the SKNIS Week in Review for the period January 8 to 14, 2021. Hello and welcome. Major crime in St. Kitts and Nevis continues to trend downward. On Thursday, Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris, noted that there has been a 20% reduction of major crimes in 2020 when compared to the figures in 2019. The detection rate for homicides rose to 40%, which is the best detection rate to date. During his monthly press conference, Dr. Harris said that further efforts will continue to promote citizen security. He added that the public also has a role to play that should be embraced.
I must remind our citizens and residents that each of us can contribute to crime reduction if we practice to say something when we see a crime being committed or we become privy to any information on it. We continue to work hard to make St. Kitts and Nevis the safest small island state in the world. We commiserate, of course, with all families who have lost loved ones due to violent crimes. And we promise never to relent in our efforts to eradicate violent crimes from our society here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
A new committee is being formed to advise the government on critical steps that will lead to the implementation of universal health insurance in 2021. Minister responsible for the UHI, the Honorable Eugene Hamilton, noted that the initiative is costly, with an estimated price tag between $143 million to $181 million.
That consideration may have to be given to salary deductions from individuals. In other words, how it's going to be funded, what benefits we are going to provide, when will it start, the legislative framework upon which this should stand. Those are the things which will come from a new committee put in place this year to ensure that universal health insurance becomes a reality.
Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs, the Honorable Vincent Byron Jr., said that he is proud of the work done to construct the new annex of the Sir Lee L. Moore Judicial and Legal Complex and is excited by the possibilities when it becomes operational later this year. The modern two-story building will house a third magistrates court chamber in District A court-connected mediation center, and a law library. When fully operational, the services available in the annex will significantly strengthen the administration of justice. On Wednesday, A.G. Byron said that the rule of law is the glue that holds a strong democratic society together.
We are proud that under this administration, we have been able to consistently give to our people the confidence that they are living in a society that is just one in which everyone has that access to justice and can get their grievances settled.
The Department of Gender Affairs is moving forward with plans to implement a national gender equality policy. Gender equality is defined as having equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities for all males and females. On Wednesday, Celia Christopher, Director of the Department of Gender Affairs, promoted the need for such a policy document.
The general objective of the gender equality policy is to provide an institutional framework that will assist the government of St. Kitts and Nevis in facilitating gender equality and empowerment in keeping with Sustainable Development Goals and other international instruments to which the state is a signatory. The policy will ensure that men and women have equal access to resources, participate equally in every area of national endeavor, and that cultural barriers to the realization of equality are addressed.
Minister responsible for youth and sports et al., the Honorable Jonal Powell, presented $6,000 worth of building materials and gardening equipment to the Dorset Park Committee to assist efforts to maintain the community park and enhance the ambience and functionality of the sport and recreation facility. The donation was made in his capacity as the parliamentary representative for the area. It included several pallets of blocks, buckets and cans of paint, a wheelbarrow, pickaxe, shovels and rakes. Honorable Powell commended the volunteers for their dedication in the upkeep of the facility over the decades.
These persons here really exude our country's motto of country above self, and I think that the examples for shining examples for all of us to follow. All of you, thank you for the work that you continue to do, and know that you have my support as a representative to continue and to ensure that Dorset Park is a place where anybody of any age, whether from this community or outside, can come and feel safe and can enjoy themselves.
And before we leave, we extend best wishes and congratulations to Ambassador His Excellency Ian Patches-Liburd, who is now St. Kitts and Nevis's permanent representative to the United Nations. Congratulations also go to Commissioner of Police Hilroy Brandy, who was awarded the Queen's Police Medal on account of his distinguished and meritorious service in law enforcement. That's all for this edition of the SKNS Week in Review. For more on these and other stories, be sure to visit our website www.sknis.kn. I'm Ian Richards.